Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, friends and family, I stand here before you instead of my dear friend Maggie Schwalbach, who had to return to Chicago for a family emergency. As she was the preferred person to make this address, even by me, I cannot claim to be able to convey her wit and charm, but I'll make a fair attempt at an honorable and accurate closure of this year for the Media, Peace and Conflict Studies class of 2007-2008. First, I would like to thank you all for attending our graduation ceremony today. As they say, you could have been anywhere else tonight, but chose to spend it with us as we mark the end of what has been an amazing and challenging year of growth for all of us. There are 10 of us, and then the co-opted ones. And for purposes of fairness, I will name them alphabetically. Catherine Chaweza and her lovely son Noha from Malawi, whose comedic relief and motherland instinct was treasured as her passion for Zimbabwe and support for women foreign correspondents. Hamish Lowe from New Zealand, who we all think is a spy, and will be the first millionaire of the lot of us and has an unalterable faith in people power. Jacob Enoeben and his beautiful wife, Yoe, from Cameroon, whose passion for teaching conflict-sensitive journalism and preaching is par excellence. Karim El Mantawi and his angel of a wife, Hannah, from Egypt, whose voice of clarity on the Middle East conflict help us develop a better understanding of this long-running and complex crisis. Ledet Teka from Ethiopia. You have never met a woman with more passion for John Paul Lederach than she, and one of the kindest people you shall ever meet. Maggie Schwalbach from the USA, who never failed to look for solutions to whatever problem we were facing, and her never-failing optimism that people can change for the better. Michelle Nayland from the USA, whose soft-spoken reason and commitment to cross-cultural communication among young people has led to a proposal on how to get American and Iranian students to begin to forge relationships in the hope that this may one day transcend the war rhetoric. Raluca Batanui from Romania. What can I say about Raluca? Our resident sociologist with a feisty curiosity who gave us insight into East European life before the wall came down. I'll leave it at that. Willie Mugenzi from Rwanda, who thought through every contribution thoroughly before he would speak in class, and whose insight into the Rwanda genocide and valuable consciousness has been priceless for us. And myself, Sandra Macharia from Kenya. They say I was born in a BBC newsroom. And my mother's here, so you can ask her. And you can draw your own conclusions by the end of this very brief speech. This year, we, the media class, have been very fortunate. Even students from other programs will tell you so. And don't lie. From when we all met in classroom number 2 on the 19th of September 2007, we have forged a bond that we hope will transcend our time here and be a constant in our lives as peacemakers. We became regulars at Che Pizza, a local pizza place that we hope our visitors can grace at least once while they are here. We celebrated everything there, birthdays, course endings, and even just celebration itself. We went on a long journey together with a Colombian journalist professor through the basics of media and its role in conflict and peace. We explored media ethics and the security-obsessed paradigm in which we live with an Austrian professor. We read a lot about the Rwanda genocide and were inspired by a Canadian genocide preventer, and learned about the United Nations inner workings from a former Undersecretary General. An Algerian professor taught us how to practically use the media for good, while a British journalist ignited within us the flame of peace journalism. A French professor provided us with the most challenging reading list on torture, media, and insurgencies. A Canadian former broadcast regulator demonstrated to us the need to look way back into people's history and traumas to understand the conflicts happening today. A Costa Rican exposed us to feminist theory that made us all pause and question what stereotypes we ourselves and the media are perpetuating. Excuse me. Friends, we have had a phenomenal year here together. We even agreed that whoever got a job before the rest of us would support us all. That means you, Jacob. As a group, we would like to thank our department for affording us this opportunity. Don Victor and Victoria Fontan, and of course Shirley Matter, who tirelessly supported our class administratively. We thank the people that fed us in the cafeteria, cleaned our classroom, and maintained the pristine grounds around us. We thank the Department of Academic Affairs, Carla Ortiz, Esteban Gutierrez, and Eddie Quesada for your support and going over and beyond the call of duty. In IT, we thank Oscar and Daniel and Alex. We thank the security officers for asking us for our IDs and keeping us safe. We thank our visiting professors through the year. We thank our fellow students in the UPEACE year of 2007-2008 for your friendship and for your willingness to share your lives with us. A very, very special thank you to Pablo Richard and the logistics team for getting us to campus and back through the rain, the landslides, and the mudslides. We thank the community in Ciudad Colón for making us feel welcome. It is said in the UNESCO Constitution that since wars begin in the minds of men, it is in the minds of men that the defenses of peace must be constructed. It continues to say that ignorance of each other's ways and lives has been a common cause throughout the history of mankind of that suspicion and mistrust between the peoples of the world through which their differences have all too often broken into war. Our experience here at UPEACE and in Costa Rica with people from 50 countries surely must be a foundation of at least one very strong line of defense for peace. Congratulations and pura vida.